It's the final few seconds before the lights go out, and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. MotorSport Manager. Take control.
Right, welcome back to Snail Pace Racing. We start a new season. This is season 5, race 1 at Beijing. So we'll be off to China. We just have a look and see what we've got here. The clerk is not happy, but I don't think there's much we can do to really cheer him up. The only new part we've got is the engine that's nowhere near ready to go in yet. What we'll do, we'll just see if we can cheer him up a little bit. That's better. We'll just do that, just so we ain't got any of them angry. I'm not going to change everything around. The clerk, we'll probably have most of the parts we go this year. But let's head off to China. We've got clear practice, clear race, and heavy rain to qualifying. Oh, lovely. Our all-new car. Snail Pace Racing tries again. And we'll just see what we got. It's quite an interesting circuit at Beijing. It's rather twisty, no real advantage to anything. It's, I suppose anything, it's a bit of braking and handling circuit. You only really got one straight here. The top speed. Acceleration was probably quite important, but I would have thought, yeah, acceleration and braking I would have thought are things you're looking for. But we will find out. Once everything's loaded and ready, here we go. Well, we're going to use Lando and Charles in the first couple. Then I'm going to take whichever I think I might do 3 races. And one of these which is doing worse, we'll drop back to reserve and I'll try Charles in. Unless one of them get injured in the meantime, in which case it simplifies matters quite a bit. We'll use both of them straight through to practice and race. I'm not going to use our reserve yet. No, we want Beijing Track A. And we have the age-old problem of trying to find the right track. And I know you're all fed up with hearing me complain about the fact there's no easy sort on this. But didn't even have to be a complicated sort. Just one you put them in alphabetical order would help. Speed things up quite a bit. Beijing Track B, Beijing Track A. Here we go. There's one. They're both down there. Try this one. Tyre choice, well, we're going for the hardest tyre we've got, because that will be our race tyre. I'm going to play my normal way. Try and get this season, try and get both as few pit stops as possible. Because pits do cost you money, and I haven't actually checked on our pit crew, and it's too late now. We're here. Now let's get out there, take practice. Well, as you know, I'm never that worried about practice and qualifying. The races are long enough, even with a poor qualifying, you can make up a lot of ground. That's away, how about this one? Yeah. Oh, that's handy. Just turn it around so it looks the right way. And let's see what Norris can do. We'll watch Norris on this one lap. Just to test the track out. Looks like everybody is, well, rather no consensus on the tyres by the looks of it so far. Well, not so bad. One excellent. I'm looking for at least two excellents and a great. Or 97 or better down here. What we will do is what we normally do, which is swap setups over. Not that it makes too much difference by the looks of this. No, down. No wonder. I think we put just a meaniest bit extra on there. Speed, I think, wants to go a bit further that way. We'll try that, see what happens. This really suck and see for the first bit, but this looks rather tasty for a start. 97. Now we could see if we can improve on the downforce a bit. We'll see what happens. We put the other setup in. Well, these setups are not far different actually, which is a bit of a shame really. It's a lot easier if they are quite a bit different. Well, again, I'm going to try with a mere smidgen more there. We'll bring it back a little bit. We'll try her there. No, wrong way. Wrong way again. That should do it. We'll see what happens there. If we get to 98, we'll stop. But because we've got plenty of time in this is the top formula for this this mod. This is ICE18 Mod. Formula E is the top formula. Super Cup and what's the button one or Formula 4. Just put those to bring them in. Now we'll follow Norris again. As you see, the colours look slightly better now. I think it was a slightly darker green and a slightly lighter yellow. I had to have green and yellow. As I mentioned before, it's my football team's colours. Oh, wow. No, I don't think we're going to do much better than that. 98. Well, so we could do slightly better, but I think it would be stupid to try. Send him out. Now we've gone the wrong way on this one. As we have gone the wrong way, we want to bring the downforce up a bit. And what tends to happen there is, of course, this trying to get that right, it's trying to balance these all out so they all come into it. We'll need to go back that way a bit. We'll see what happens there. He's not quite there yet. Look, he looked good for a start off, and we may go back to that first setup if it's no better this time. At least he will have a usable setup. There's sort of sod's law that it looks right with the first bit, then you can't get it any closer. It really is a balancing act to try and get everything spot on, and I will say, on my experience, it's more luck than judgment if you manage to get 100 for your performance. Lucky you, I say. Ah, well, looks like we got it this time, and it's 98. Oh, well, that'll do. I don't think we're going to worry about that. Send him out to do 4 laps. And let's have a look. Lord Norris is up to 12. We've watched Leclerc because we've been watching mainly Norris. I shouldn't worry about them clashing there. In practice, they do tend to hit each other, but they don't. They ghost. It's in the race where things get a bit more interesting. Norris dropped to 13 from Leclerc. Now on his flying lap. Don't like Norris is getting any quicker. He's actually getting slower, if anything. Oh, the clerk not that quick at the moment, only 23rd. Let's see if he can do better this time. I think you get this lap done, then he would be in to set up qualifying. Oh, he's done better on both sectors so far. Oh yes, that's better. 17th, 13th and 17th at the moment, and we'll bring them both in. You see that they're coming round at the start finish, at least Norris is. Plenty of time to get the full setup for qualifying. Do maximum amount. Change the tyres over to the qualifying set. Not really set for qualifying, you can race with them, but they don't last long enough in my experience. You usually have to do one extra pit stop if you want to go for on the softest tyres right through the race. And of course in real Formula E you have two sets of tyres, but they're identical, they're all purpose tyres. Oh, I haven't done that yet. Let's have a look at Norris for one. He's going to be the first to cross the line and start his flying lap. He should get quicker in theory. He's got quicker tyres on now. Yeah, as I say, he should get quicker in theory, but he's not. I think Norris has actually hit his maximum potential now. Leclerc seems to still be getting slightly better, but Norris isn't. And he's dropped to 14th. Leclerc has took over and he's in 13th. So let's follow along. Leclerc don't look like he's going to be quicker now. It is now just getting experience and learning which way the circuit goes and what gear to use where. He's improved a bit more. I believe it, if I remember right, it's top 10 score points in this, and we really should be looking to score some points in every race. Leclerc has now reached his limit. We've got one more level to find, and so we come and put another 3 laps of qualifying on when they come in, and just try and get that last little bit done. That's all I want to do. Stints, qualifying, 3 laps. Tyres will leave the same. We won't do well now because the tyres are wearing out. If we get a quick lap now, it's a miracle. Just send them off using, heating the tyres up a little bit just to push them a bit. And we will have got through practice was just using 2 sets of tyres each, which I don't think is too bad. I haven't hit on this setup. I've run out of tyres, but you can do quite easily, especially the right type of tyres. If you have a wet practice, wet qualifying and wet race, you can quite easily run out of intermediates. Then you get the problem, do I put another set of it? Do I put a set of wets on or a set of slicks on and hope? Pays with these mods not to go to slicks. And this is not quite so bad as Fire Mod doesn't like having the wrong type of tyres on for the conditions. Anyway, we've got... Oh, Norris took over the front, actually watched it. Norris was 13th, Leclerc 16th. That's not too bad. And qualifying, practice is finished. Qualifying I'm going to simulate. I can't quite see the sense, as I can't do any better than the computer anyway. I've gone, put you through watching me do, well, basically just 4 laps. 4 flying laps. 2 on each car. And it's going to be wet. Oh well. Let's see, well, do we get a mention out there? No, nothing there. Didn't do well enough to get a mention. Like to get mentions here because it helps a fan base and get more money in. More fans you have, the more money you can get. Markton, I think it's called. Right, qualifying trim, super softs. We won't be using super soft, but we'll go super overtaking mode with him. Well, we're going to risk it. I think do 1 lap. No, I don't want to take this session. I'm going to let the computer do it with. I think we're going to have to. Oh dear, we're going to have to swap over to full wets, I would say. Oh no, it's dried out now. What can we do there? Can we get anything there? Leclerc got 16th, Norris got 24. 10 seconds difference between them. Mind you, Norris took like he changed over to slicks. He stayed on intermediates, was probably his mistake. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's see if we get a mention here anywhere. Snowplow racing awesome. Oh, hashtag Goo Team, thank you. A fan. Oh, Lando's not happy. He's going to be even less happy soon. Oh, we get another mention there. Tickets for a tour of our factory. Doesn't take long. Right to the race. Well, it doesn't look like it's raining. Can't see any rain on the screen. Umbrellas end up, so no, it looks dry. Looks like it's going to be dry for most of the race. So race trim, soft tyres. Race trim. Engine. Oh, I'm going to put him on engine expert. Just so. Oh, this. Actually, I need to see how that engine is. No, I'm going to risk him on softs. Do the same setup and boot. Car setup, I certainly do not want Supers on. Supers are going to last 19 laps at best. We should get one stop on there. We don't get the 31 laps out of set of tyres, what it says there. We'll give it 28, which will just about give us, we've got aim for 28. But that will mean 2 stops. Fuel doesn't matter because it's fixed. Remember, these electric powered cars. So it's 1 charge of fuel. Or 1 charge of electricity. Yeah, we should just about do it on both and get to 28 laps. We're going to have to try anyway. 28 on the first set. Second set should last slightly longer because there's less weight on the car. And we do our normal attack high setup. It works. I'm not going to worry to see where everybody is and what tyres they use. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go to Leclerc because he's doing slightly better. Tell you what, that green and yellow looks slightly wider than it's used to. Oh dear, we're dropping back. This is not good enough, guys. But the thing is, as long as we don't drop too far behind, we will pick up a lot later. And of course we've got this damn awful, still got this damn awful battery system on here. I'm not a fan. I'd be more a fan of it work like it does in real life, especially for he crashed. It don't make any difference. Lotterer, good driver. Oh yeah, it would in real Formula E, you only get 2 shots of the extra mode plus an extra shot, what they call fan boost. You also, of course, have to watch out that I think we need to knock our tyres down quite a bit. I knock them right down just to get them, to cool them off a bit. I have to remember to watch what I'm doing now. If I'm right in this top 10, it points the clerk's just outside at the moment. No, he's gone even further outside now. That's because there's this charge, you can't really tell where you are until halfway through the race, until the gaps start to appear in the proceedings. Right, let's push that again. See which way it takes the tyre pressure, tyre temperatures now. If the clerk's got back one of the places. And another crash. Ooh. The one other thing we will get in this is things that are going to break down. Not too bad off there. We're having a bit of a ding-dong at... There's a Senna behind us. I wonder what Senna that is. Wrong, Mr. Pod. Senna Pod? Never mind. Oops. May well be a relative of the late Ayrton Senna. No, they've been told that they're driving for their position for the first 3 races, so they might just get a little bit tasty. Neither of them want to lose. No, the thing is, I don't really want to drop Norris completely because it's the money you get from his sponsors, because he's what they call a pay driver. His sponsors pay to have him drive for us, but we have to pay him a wage anyway. But we can afford to actually offer him more than we would normally because we're getting most of that back again off his sponsors. Silly system. But that's been going on for years. I remember back, I think it's in the 70s, Mike Harwood, late, in my opinion, greatest motorcycle racer, who started doing some Formula 1. In fact, it's where he won the George Medal for rescuing a fellow driver from a blazing car at the South African Grand Prix. But Harwood, to get a drive, had to buy his drive. I think he drove for Yardley McLaren, I believe. I think the main team was Marlboro McLaren, or whoever they had sponsored before Marlboro as their main sponsor, the works team. But he had to fund there of his own team to get a drive. Trouble is, what you tend to get then is last year's stuff, last year's car, and Formula 1 just march on a bit. I think that we're in line to about number 7th place to pass them, say pit. And my dream scenario would they come out again on super soft, so they have to have a second stop. Right, just knocking Phil down now. Or in this case the par use. Oh, they are having a real ding dong, these two. Down 15th and 16th, here come the first pit stop. PK Junior, but he's out. He's got out again before we catch him. Just. But we did pass 2 others. So the pit stops will be starting now. And I think from about here, if they pit, I've just looked at the little mini map, we will pass them. Hello, someone's got repairs done the pits, which is also good news. That's Leclerc has got the advantage again. Hello, oh dear, he's got a loose wheel, and that means he has to come to the pits again. Drive very slowly round to the pits. I don't know if we are going to get into the top 7. Most of those now are a bit too far ahead of us. But we are working on, well, we've got a new engine to go in, and we're working on a gearbox. They are what we're concentrating on this year, engine and gearbox. And I don't expect to really show us true form until about 5-6 races into the season. Oh, they are coming in for pit stops and repairs, which is excellent news. And look to see how we're doing. We've got 20. We've got to be pushed to get to 28 laps. Leclerc's on 35. He should just about do it. He's already on 21 laps. But I think Norris is not going to do it. He's going to have to take an extra stop. We'll let Norris go into the red on his tyres before we pit him, just to get as far as we can. Just in case, put another set of softs on with the less weight now on the car with the low real life, because it wouldn't have that problem. Because your electricity doesn't weigh anything, your batteries do, but not your electricity. Yeah. But that's the beauty of some of the mods in there. They do make things possible, what shouldn't be possible. You shouldn't really be able to do this. Right, I'm going to pit Norris's time. I'm going to go over onto Norris. Let's keep an eye on where he is, because I need to charge his battery up, so I need to pit him, click the pit button as late as possible, about there. I'll put another set of those on. According to this, he should be able to get 33 laps, which is what he's got, but I doubt he might just have to come in for another quick stop near the end. Parts are just about okay. His battery's 43, so we will push it to 50 and hope. Balance pit strategy, no problem there. And he's dropped right back now. Now it's Leclerc, the one we need to be watching now. In 13th place, fighting out with Carroll, who's 12, 32 laps left. And his tyres already 21%. We'll give him one more, take it down to the teens before I bring him in. Oh dear, he's dropping places now. We'll just push up that. Now where is he now? He's down in 18th, 17th. I think we're going to have to pit him this time and pray that we can get through. Give him one more. We're going to take a chance. We'll give him one more, and it will get him very, very close to the magic 28 laps. And I bet he can knock back Norris's tyre heating. We're actually close enough now to think about, where is he? Oh, it's just gone around. Oh dear, we're going another lap. No, I didn't mean to do that. Too busy looking to see what Norris was doing. And we get under 10 and the chance of a puncture increases. If we get a puncture now, it's going to be rather embarrassing. Right. I hope we caught that in time. Recharge battery. 34, so we give him to pit strategy. Well, he's got in. I don't think he got a puncture. He got in at 10%. And he's out in 19th, which is not good. He's down, no, 20 if he finally finished up. Now, what we could do now is run the extra engine mode, but changing this over. And what's this engine like anyway? The engine is 60%. We certainly can't do it with Norris because this engine is beginning to show signs of wear. We'll give it another couple of laps. And I warmed Leclerc's tyres up yet. I better skip around and do that. Now I think we're going to finish outside the points of this first one. No great problem. Oh look, that's it. Oh, find that out, and he's managed to pass Norris. Well, he did pass Norris, but not for long. And just about everybody's come out on softs. Well, not quite. Briscoe has done 2 stops. That's a Jarvis. And Briscoe was going to have to make a 3rd stop. But he's a long way ahead, so he must have a very, very fast car under him. Too damn fast. And look at Norris's tyres. Don't think he's going to do it. I think we're going to have to pit him. Which I'm probably dropping back to last. Pit him and put some super softs on. But you can see we're already 68 seconds. Norris is 68 seconds off the leader. The Grassie's had to come in to have some repairs done and new tyres. Oh, his repairs are quite taking him a long time. It took him a very long time. He's still in the pits. He's coming out now. Took him from top 5, I think, down to last. But Leclerc just cannot get going in this race. Nor can Norris. There's Norris's tyres, 54%. And Leclerc's is 72. Leclerc, I think, can just about do it. I think we have to hang on to him and hope he can. I think we got enough laps out before the stop. But they're coming in now for repairs. And they're coming for quite long lasting or long time to do repairs. Davison's just dropped from 1st to 7th. Mind you, leader's closing up on us to the lappers. Hartley, the hare. That's about right, I suppose. Here's a hare. '15th and 18th were allowed. I've got Norris for a while. Oh, there he's... What's the one? How this works is, by the way, the higher your engine mode, the more wear you get all over your car. Now, Norris is beginning to hit problems with wear. I was going to take him off manual and put him on to take him off auto and put him onto manual for his in fact I will actually, as I do that now. Get onto the straight bit. Where are we? 13, he's up there. Start, finish straight away, let him push. No. Take him just out to the end of the straight. That might just have caught him up a few split seconds. The clerk is now on saving mode, but he's also been lapped. I think. No, he hasn't. Saving mode really is coming in hard. I might have to take it off. It's getting too much juice. Oh, app just crashed. Another one out. Good news for us. And another one. Wow, that's 4. And Lando's now at worn tyres and he's still got 11 laps to do. He's almost in the top 10 as well. I'm gonna pit him now. Bet him on some super softs and see what his parts look like. I think he's got to get through somehow. I'm not going to take a chance on that because it's just not worthwhile. Watch Norris come into the pits and see what happens. Oh, that's a nice quick stop. Out in 17. We just give a bit of a burst now. So we've got enough to give another burst when he comes on the start finish straight. Really no use at all. The clerk lands 12th, but whether he can catch anybody else is another matter. I'm going to have to risk Norris. Risk his parts. Oh there, front wing's almost gone. This is Leclerc. Front wing's not looking too healthy. 8 laps to go, should last out now. And we should be able to give him some real push fairly soon. Real engine boost. And we're right till near the end. I'm going to take that off auto and we're going to go onto manual on the clerk too, and we will try and give a boost down here, see if we can catch 11th. Most of them are now gone to par save, you notice. And another crash, Leclerc, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, that's not good. Well, that will please Norris, that's made his job easier to keep his seat. Finally, don't blow his car up. Oh, 22. 5 laps to go. Give him another push when we come down here. Jarvis is out. Oh, they're starting to drop out now. And he's got problems. Yeah, we know. So shut up. We know your brakes are bad. You don't need brakes. Brakes are for wimps. Just ask Stu. Do I have any issues? Well, your brakes are down to 17%. Your front wing is just about gone, your engine's almost gone. No, you've got no issues at all. It's going to be touch and go whether he survives. Three laps to go. Well, not quite, a bit over 3 laps. 3 laps now. Oh, he's holding 17 there. He's okay at the moment. This really is a survival of the fittest race. Was it 5 crashes and 1 retired so far? The trouble is, I don't think Norris, unless someone else breaks down in this final lap, it's going to get any better than he's doing now. Oh, he's holding his own. Give him a quick burst, see if he can get anything extra, which he can't. Can't quite catch 10th place. Very interesting to see if Leclerc is injured, for that means that our spare driver will come in and to race a race or two, I should imagine. I'll find out in a moment. Well, 11th, not bad. Not good, but not bad. There's Leclerc there in the pits, looking sorry for himself. And we'll soon find out what is what. I didn't actually look at the pit crew before this season started. It was a slight mistake. Yeah, it's just outside the points. That's a pity. No one got any issues there. Apt might not have finished, but he's got 2 points. He's got more points than Norris, who finished the race. Not going to do as much. So we're 7th. It gave us 7th place. Yeah, we can do better. Yeah, well, I know we can. Nothing else there, just that we can do better. And we will. There's no doubt about that. This season, we're going to finish a bit above mid-table, I would say. It's what I'm aiming for. Just wait for the things to load in. Oh, right, there we go. Now then. See what happens here. If anybody... Oh wait, they're both improving. Wow. In that case, he might have to wait a little while. He's not injured by the looks of it. I expected we saw 9th, we came 7th. That's okay. Markability's gone down. Because he's got top 15, which wasn't good enough. Well, we made £1 million profit. 21 million to spend on the cars. No, I don't want to know any of those. So we go straight into a race bit. I'll run through until the start of the next race. And I'll let you all go. I mean, look here, our car is not the worst. Surprise. Driver's the second worst. Headquarters is not very good. Staff are good. Sponsors are below average. But a pit crew is... Oh, they are the dogs. I'm not going to say the dogs what, but they certainly are the dogs. Not worried about any of these. They never do interviews. That's alright. Scouting report. Alright, we've got the gearbox finished too. Scouting report. We better see what we want to design next. Engine is fourth worst, gearbox is worse, so I think we're going to another one in the gearbox. Try and get that up a bit. We just do that one. Accelerate, yeah, we'll do that, we'll do all acceleration. That will be for the race after next. We can't do anything else there at the moment. Pit crew, we'll have a look at that. Oh, we don't want him. Don't want him. I'm not looking at any of the figures. I'm just looking at one thing. That's the stamina. If the stamina isn't up there, we don't want no. Not really good enough overall. They could be if we are desperate for a pit crew. We shouldn't be. Alright, we're fourth best, so we're going to have to improve that. Rear jack. The rear jack, man. I always bet on the front jack, so swap them round. Now we need two tyre men. One just tyres and one. No, he's just tyres, so we can go in there. So three. Now I want two which are 2020 or around that figure. Who are fully fit. 2015, no. 2020, no. There's a 2019 there now, notice who's fully fit, so he can come in with that. We've got 17, 18, that ain't going to be good enough. 2015, no. 2016, not really. So it was overall Jackman. No, none of them are good tyre. I think we get slightly more if we go for the tyre change. Yes, we do. Excuse me, just a little tickle. That'll do. Not perfect, but that will do. Put it back onto auto manage. Have a look, see if there's anybody else we can scout. Doesn't look like it. What have we got here anyway? We got one back there. Not too many young drivers are coming through at the moment. Let's see if we can just. Oh well. Well, I'll say we've got Sofu there. Let's get everybody scouted what we can. If we get a young driver come through, I'll just reset the scouting list. Well, there's a lot of older drivers to look at. I think we've almost got enough here now. Yeah, that'll do for now. Alright, let's take a forward. Oh, do a next time. Do-a. So we're off to the Middle East. So from China Far East to the Middle East, so we're getting there at home. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Excuse me. Well, that can come out, that can come out, that can come out at the moment. That gearbox wants to be done. I'm going to take everything out what isn't absolutely necessary to try and get the reliability up for next time. should take us close enough. Acceleration and low speed corners. In fact, I'm going to have to put some on there. We're going to have to risk the gearbox. But we should hopefully be able to fit both the gearbox and the engine into one of the cars. If we do a bit more reliability, try and get that up. Yeah, we go as soon as we can. Alright, let's see. Let's run through until the next race. Our gearbox is finished, that's handy. Right. Reliability is always a problem when you first decide something. Right, we go for a... Oh, we still can't get the gearbox off the bottom. We go for another one. Go that way just to get the reliability up a little bit. Go there. Soft, supers and ultras. Well, we go for it. I think I'm going to be pushing gearbox for the first part of the season, engines for the second. Just check there's no other young drivers come through. No. And HQ, we will soon have the test track and a telemetric centre. In fact, I think before we get to the next race. Yeah, there's the test track. Oh, gearbox, which we have one of the worst. Yeah, I know we can improve it, and we're likely to struggle. Oh, well, never mind. See what the impact looks like. Well, they're still down a bit. Well, we've got 2 days. Well, they're both, I think, ready. So we just push that a bit more, try and get a little bit more on there. Don't think if we take these... No, we can't. I was hoping we might just be able to improve them a bit more. In fact, I'm going to take one off, put that on there. And it should show here that we've just got the telemetric centre to go in. The engine means we now build legendary parts. And the gearbox, when we get that done, the telemetric centre also means we can build up to legendary. I'm not going to go up that high just yet. We get both of those up a little bit first. And that's it. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, go on, subscribe. Yes. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead, subscribe. You know you really want to, or I want you to, but if you don't want to, don't bother. So there, so. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them. It's going to keep them busy for a while. I'm not going to build any new bits yet. I want to get the factory up next. That's expensive. I'm not going to worry about the rest of them. I want to get the engine, gearbox up. Both of those up high as we can. Then we start working on other things. Just checking we like on sponsors. We always soon get sponsored. 2 sponsor slots. That's handy. So with that, oh yeah, any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, put them in the comments section. I read everyone, I try and reply to everyone. And with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.